local media companies can soon tap on a new $5 million fund to adopt virtual production technology. The Infocomm Media Development Authority says that this will help the industry here keep up with the best global production practices and stay competitive. The Virtual Production Innovation Fund has been launched at the Asia TV Forum and Market event. Creators eager to dive into this virtual frontier of content production can submit proposals to IMDA from now until the 15th of February next year. Now, this opportunity is open to short-form content such as music videos, short films and commercials. If selected, up to half the project costs will be funded by IMDA. But that's not all.
IMDA has partnered the National Film and Television School in the UK to tailor its certificate in virtual production course for Singapore's media lecturers, trainers, and industry professionals. This will help to build up a core of professionals in the virtual production ecosystem, who will in turn develop a pipeline of local talent for virtual production.
And to explain how this will impact Singapore's media industry, we're joined by Associate Professor June Tay, Head of the Digital Media Program at the Singapore University of Social Sciences. Professor Tay, I confess I had to look this up on Google. Virtual production combines physical and virtual filmmaking techniques to create cutting-edge media. What do you make of the timing of investment in virtual production? Why do it now? Is it linked to perhaps the pandemic?
Okay, I think this is a timely investment because of the availability of the software. And also these days, the software is actually pretty stable compared to the past. And then we have the software like Unity and Unreal that can produce very good virtual productions. And in addition to that, we also have the hardware like a high specs PC at lower prices, more storage space, and also higher bandwidth. So I think this is also one of the key reasons for the big push towards virtual production.
Professor Tay, what are some of the knock-on opportunities, perhaps, that we might be able to anticipate for the wider media industry here in Singapore with this investment?
Certainly, this will bring positivity because there will be more projects that can be done due to the injection of funds. There will be emergence of more interesting projects that can be undertaken by students, the academics, and the industries. We can see a lot more collaboration, and that can also fuel creativity sparks.
Professor Tay, we can have more projects. Come to that, any country that is prepared to spend money and has the technology can develop these projects. Does Singapore have any latent strengths that will make us, put us in a better position to develop a niche for virtual production here?
I think the key thing is we already have the infrastructure in place. And we have a whole group of content creators in Singapore. And, in Singapore, people are very entrepreneurial. And also we can dream of more use cases that are relevant for different industries. And we can look at all the opportunities and pain points and think of how we can actually, further develop this industry.
The issue may be competing on a global level as far as content creators are concerned. As you say, it is a very competitive industry and there are many bright sparks in there. So besides tapping on this fund, what else can these content creators do to perhaps gain a better foothold in the global arena?
I think the most important thing is the mindset. The content creators must be willing to learn and adapt, experiment with new ways of doing all this production. And local companies should also try to beef up their skill set in virtual production techniques and learn how to create all these realistic backgrounds and effects for TV and movie productions. So they will make more exciting virtual film sets. And in turn, this will allow them to have more imagination in terms of storylines. So we can certainly look forward to higher quality production outputs from the locals.
Professor Tay, all these things we should do. We should have the right mindset. We should be looking forward. You should be producing this kind of cutting-edge media. But not just in this sector, every sector in Singapore, the big concern is, do we have enough local talent? And this will be relevant to this sector as well. Are we doing enough to create that kind of creative talent that is able to make the best of the technology available in virtual production?
Certainly, at the moment, we do not have many locals that are so well equipped, with the skill set to produce to have such production. Nonetheless, with fundings and collaboration with all these big giants in the industry and also overseas partnership, we can train the local talents and hone their digital skills to actually produce higher quality production. And this will also give the content creators a greater boost, confidence boost, and it will help them to unleash greater imagination for their production works.
Oh, thanks so much for that. Associate Professor June Tay from SUSS. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.